Hey everybody. Good morning, and good morning. Okay, give me a quick second here. Y'all know I always forget to take that fluorinate to the last minute. When I hear it draining, and I can hear it in my voice as well. Y'all, let me just jump right into it. As y'all can see, I quickly changed my title and I added some names. I don't usually put names in my title. But right before I was getting ready to come on, I was alerted that the video, because I put in my chat also a played video that I kind of briefly talked about, I think last night, that it was played by GX. But I get a call and somebody was telling me, or text, that was fake. So I'm saying, so you're saying GFTV rigged that up, had somebody, he called and had somebody answer and say things. And they say that Vic Damone was the one that figured it out. Now, I know Vic Damone don't like GX. I know they don't. But I got their names up there because hopefully there's one around. I can talk about it. Because I want GX then to also, if you don't mind, play that small clip, which I got it. But I don't have permission to play it, so I'm not going to play it until I see him and ask him about it. Okay, so let me start speaking to y'all because I really want to know how's that fake. Okay, good morning, Voodoo. Chocolate Cocoa, 2300 J Street, Beefing 313, Paulette Water, Sharon Watson. Sharon just figured out me and her name is Sharon, and my name is Sharon, and I'm telling her, well, it's in my email. Paulette, Unhinged, I'm here for the show. And I'll keep speaking as I go along. Good morning, Lady Nika. I thought I was going to be late this morning because when I was getting ready, I was over there at Lady Nika's house early this morning because I woke up early. Because before that, I was over there. I stopped by and had a cup of coffee with Deanna too as well. So, January, Capricorn, Robin. I ain't going to spend too much time, like I say, speaking. A couple more people. That's the ODS, still Shady, Tabby Cat, and I'll speak as I go on. So, I don't know at this point how true that is. So I'm going to get right into what I was going to talk about. Okay. Now, Lady Nika was really classy based this morning. She wasn't calling Jay Wilson all those names, doing the most like he was trying to do. Okay. People are still talking about what happened because I've been all over the place, y'all. I told y'all yesterday was my first day in a long time actually been on the YouTube putting near all day, like I'm on a job or something. That's just how it happened. So I watched Peace Love too as well. And she said something that I was thinking, and I totally agree with her. She said the position at the hospital that Jay Wilson has was business. It wasn't his calling. And she right, because if that was his true calling, he wouldn't be on YouTube doing the most for a click and view, as what he called it. Okay? Some things, you got to act like when you're a pastor or a chaplain or whatever, you live your life that way, like you would as if you wasn't on YouTube. So that's the difference between people that in their life, for real, they are ministers and pastors. They don't come on and do it in the way that he do. Because then, they got that saying, the love of money is the root of all evil. Now, it's about loving money more than you love Christ. Now, for people that's been around for a while, they're going to think, okay, it ain't his calling, and he's loving this money more than if it was his calling. So I understood what she said when she said that, because I'm thinking the same thing. Okay. And so, like I said at the beginning, he looks different and he talked different from when I first saw him trying to, right before he came to this sector and said Maddie was sucking up chicken wings and going on her way. The community got on him. He backstroked real quick. Well, anyway, he just looked different. It seemed like he may have been humble. He wasn't really with the jokes or anything. But then he got the YouTube bug that bit him. He got all kind of bug bites all over his body. This bug done bit him hard. And so even right now to this day, he's not the same as a year, maybe a year and a half ago when see, I'm starting to think he really don't understand that he's arrogant. He can't be humble because to him, he's not. To him, he's right about everything. So he's not seeing that. He don't see what we see. Just like he probably sees some stuff in us that we don't know about ourselves. But when somebody give us constructive criticism, we backstroke, we take into account. Because I remember I had a day and told everybody, you know, give me some constructive criticism. And everybody did just that. And the most thing was talking over and all like that. And the one that was really critical at the time that really made me take it into account was ODS. And I always say that, you know, he was very verbal more than once, even before I asked that. And I appreciated that. I stepped back. And sometimes, you know, even if I want to say something, I let somebody finish. None of this, they're going on too long and I need to ask a question about it. So this right here getting doxed, that should make him wake up, smell the bacon and the roses. Accept that it's constructive criticism. Somebody trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. And come on now. And that still hasn't humbled his spirit. And then he came on with a water bottle, throwing some water in his eyes, making a joke. I'm crying, this and that. But if you were to look at the bags in his eyes, you can see that the man been up all night upset about that. Now, I want to know, and I'm hoping GTX come in here. I want to know, and I got to call me, give me permission to play it, or he play it. Because I want y'all to hear that because it sounds real to me. So I don't know if I want to believe what Big Damone is saying. Okay, I don't know about that. So that was peace, love. And then I rolled on over there to Sean Bradley's house. And what he was saying, I hate to give him this credit. I'm going to give it to him. He made sense too. I mean, he really did. And don't nobody want to see the man lose his job. That's not true. The people that he have heard or drug in the past and doxed him and don't like him or can't forgive him for that because maybe did touch their real life, those people is not going to forget. They're just not going to forget. It ain't about his job like people say, oh, they're jealous of numbers. First of all, I don't, and I'm quite sure a lot of other content creators don't want to have to get no numbers like that by having to have a thunderdome. They want it on their own merits, on their commentary. They don't want to have to do it like that. So if I want to have a thunderdome, y'all know very well that I can if I want to, because I really know how to go there. I don't want to say or do any damn thing for no money. Okay? So he loves money, and we've been knowing that from day one, but even more so now. I don't know what's going on. He be on 4 or 5 days. Then he over there talking about, well, since I lost my job, y'all can see me more. Y'all can see me all day. Well, you're already there all day. Okay? So he violated a code of conduct that he should have. And then some people are saying that the hospital, you know, could bring a case against him, which I don't understand, but I know they'd kick up a big fuss if they were to see him on YouTube, the people, families that he prayed with and prayed for. Don't nobody want nobody praying over their family like that. So then when I was listening to QB, because I rolled on over there too, because I'm trying to hear everybody, what everybody got to say. QB brought up the time when he paid Sir King $20 and several other people paid him money for the pictures of this office, but everybody was talking about the door was open, it was junky, and the other part where the supplies was. So QB seems to think now that was the chaplain office. And he said at the time, Sir King was hearing a lot of beeping, and he was questioning what that beeping was. So QB is saying he think back then, maybe they was calling for him then. Maybe they was paging him. And he had to jump up and run to that page and then come back to the office and resume the YouTube book. So I can see that too. So everybody, you know, is kind of throwing in everything. Like somebody brought up the fact that when he called Lady Snoop a slave. And the reason why he called her a slave, because she got on his panel and he told her she was a slave because she helped him make coins. Okay? It's just so much stuff been coming out. And even this ain't no drag. I'm like, lady nigga, we discussed it and she didn't drag him. She explained it to him. She ain't done nothing to him. She don't understand why he going off of her. I don't either. Now let me pick up this gadget and see you all and come in so I can speak. Okay. Good morning, Ray Black. Ray Treasure, Lady Nika, Let's Get It Real. Robin, Sharon Watson. King's Queen Court. You can play the clip. Vic is a retard. Oh, glad you here. So everybody that King's Queen Court, y'all remember Kim was over there, so that's GX. Okay, I'm gonna play it in a minute then, and y'all be the judge of this too, as well. Okay, you can play. Okay, you can play the clip. It's a retard. Okay, you done said that so many times. Is that the real you? You know, saying it all. ODS, Mitri, watch it in front of cloud now. Miss Bless, he's here. I see it now. You know, I try to stay out the chat when I'm talking because I don't be want to get thrown off. So, hey, good morning, Blind Spot, Red Treasure Chat. Chanel, let me get to this and I'll come back and speak some more. Okay, let me find that clip because he said many times, as y'all see, that I could play it. And I want y'all to tell me, do y'all think that's phony, and why would Victim O be saying that? Because I know he don't like him, because that's why it's hard to watch Victim O, because all he do is talk about GX. You know, I think he can, you know, have pretty good content, but that's all his content be. So, you know, sometimes I try to peek over there. So all he talking about, I say to myself, he talking about the same thing. I don't want to do all that like that. So let me see, put this here and see, let me see if this the one. Hold on. A minute, must be on that other gadget, because you know I get all kind of stuff. Y'all know I got about 5 gadgets. And y'all know I got them. You know, at one point yesterday, y'all, I was on 3 gadgets. I was watching everybody. Believe that, everybody. I got it, y'all. First, this gadget where it is, you know, didn't want to act right, but here it goes right now. Yeah, man, let's get rid of that music. Oh, they got a call.
Hello, how are you, ma'am? I'm doing well, thank you. And you? I am doing great. Blessed, highly favored. I was calling back today to make sure that you got the email that I sent concerning a James Wilcox, chaplain there for the hospital. We in the social community became aware that he was working there as a chaplain, and his behavior online was really disturbing, and we wanted to make sure that you had the information so that you could. Well, and I was coming to tell you so that, you know, we've gotten a lot of calls and it's kind of sometimes a little crazy, but we had a person by that name serving under a contract to an outside agency, and he's no longer with us. Oh, God bless. God bless. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. We just wanted to make sure, because people like that shouldn't be around sick people and children. It just was crazy, and we just wanted to make you aware, not harass. Okay, so I'll make sure I won't reveal anything, but I'll make sure that people stop calling you. Okay. I really appreciate it, because it takes time from our patients that need to be seen. So yes, I really appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, now input. I'm gonna be dropping my link. It sounds real to me. So Victim O, you can come talk about it too, because I know maybe you don't want him to get their attention because he's the one made that call, put it out that he made that call, just like Skilling and other people. But it sounded real to me. So I want some input. GX, you can even come up and put some more input on it too. I'll be dropping my link in a minute. I'm almost at my mark. Okay, so that was Peace, Love, Sean Bradley, and QB. Now, I ain't heard SK over there sound off. I don't know, he over there hiding or whatever he's doing right there. But he must be at a different temp service. But I'm thinking that no matter what temp service he go to now, that record gonna follow him. Ain't nobody gonna want him to be no chaplain in no hospital. Jay Wilson, I'm just telling you what it is. Because that's why from day one that me and you was going in, you had me blocked for 2 years. And so I would always write paragraphs in the comment section how you preaching, and then 5 minutes later you dragging a downer, looking down on somebody. And people even back then was saying, You on here talking about because you got a house. Well, shit. Everybody got a house or didn't have a house. But even his apartment, everybody got a nice furnished apartment, duplex, condo. I don't know. But some people say because of the way you was raised and you wasn't used to anything. And I ain't said this, you know, you heard a whole bunch of people say that on YouTube over here. They say, well, and you finally got somewhere, you know, close to 50 in your 40s and was able to start having your house in the car. But then the rumor was also said that it also belonged to the church. But I've always had this question in my mind. You started choir because when you first came on, you had just got fired from the choir. But if you started this choir yourself, how you get fired from your own choir? So that was going on back then. He actually came on and said he was driving Uber at the time too. He had just got fired from whatever else job he had back then. So since people bring up the history of what he did back then, I'm talking about that too. That's been a little over 3 years ago. But I'm just really getting input on things that everybody is saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But it wasn't funny, that water bottle, because like I say, them bags on your eyes said a lot. And the fact that you keep making videos, and the first thing that happened, the fact that he hid his videos, let you know then, yeah, that was his job. Bing, they got you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have moved. You wouldn't have put your stuff on private. And I ain't the only one saying it. Everybody's saying he don't know how to be humble. Okay? And then he comes over here saying he ain't nobody's friend. He's standing alone, everybody co-worker. Well, if you don't like these people, why are you taking their money? Okay? And his true people that really like his followers that's been with him from day one. Now, I know he got people that's for him for real. Like I got my core ones that like me for real. But you got to know that those 200 or more people that call is people sitting in your chats right now to this day. They don't like you like that. Okay? They do not like you like that. But you tend to drag people who really, you know, put things aside, you know, and try to be cordial with you. You still over the top because he's still over there dragging Dubby, making jokes about, oh yeah, and then we can have some fried fish and have some leftover fried fish in the morning. He's still over there doing that. So that's going to make people even look deeper. You don't get it why people doxing you now. And we all been doxed. So why, you know, since Jay Wilson got doxed, everybody else doxing wasn't a big deal. Everybody else doxing wasn't right. But it's a big thing. Oh, they shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did this. Well, hell, he doxed. And then he said he never called nobody's job. I remember when him and Stanky Baby and all them called BS job. I remember when he took people by Tracy job and called them. So you have called jobs. And I don't care if you do get mad at me because I'm talking about what went on. I'm going to do my commentary like what you say was out there. I'm going to talk about it. Let me start drafting this thing. Now, I want to know why Vic Damone said that too. Is he really pressed? I don't know what's going on with that. Now, let me get back in the chat. Because it sounded real to me, and I want to hear somebody else's opinion. And it's not that I'm getting involved in this situation. I'm reporting on it like I said. Like I said. So I appreciate GX jumping down, because that's why I put his name in the title. And I'm not a title putter or title person. There's a title like that. But I just heard this. I said, okay, I got to have him come over here so I can play this little recording. Okay? He's going to have thunderdome every day. So his subbies will rain that cat. Yeah, he's hooked now. He said he get a little bit more money with the thunderdome. So actually, he's not having a chat on his own. He's not. He's not doing any commentary. The people that come on there, that's friends and some of the ops, they doing his commentary. They doing it. You ain't doing no more commentary like you used to. Like I said, you have changed big time. Big time. You don't even do your church no more. Wow. Okay, unhinged, good morning. AKA sweet messenger, good morning. You make that good morning. Took me the F out, loving and living. Good morning. Man, let me drop this. And I hope y'all heard the recording clear. And I appreciate him saying that I can play it. Because I wasn't going to do it without his permission. You know, it's just some people's stuff you don't play. I usually play people's stuff and play mine too as well. But y'all, I ain't got time for all that flagging stuff. I don't care what somebody play. I just didn't like the way Vic did it that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know him that well. I hadn't even been watching him. You know, I didn't like that. And then he came home being smart about it, bragging about the money he made off me and all that old kind of stuff. I'm trying to get this link dropped. Y'all give me a minute. Oh, there we go. Paste. Can y'all, one of y'all moms, keep that going for me? Because I hate being having to go to this house all the time. So if anybody got any input, do y'all think that call was real? And then again, no, I'm not gonna be talking about Jay Wilson every day, but as long as he keep over there doing what he's doing, I'll come back and say something on it if it's worth me saying something on there. But hell no, it ain't about no jealousy. All of us can come over here and do a thunderdome if we so choose, but we don't want to get it like that. We want, I myself want to get it. I want people to come watch me for real, not because it's going to be a big old train wreck and a lot of hollering and stuff with him dragging people, throwing shady, slick comments at people, because that's what you do, Pastor. Okay. Now, Miss Gerald said it sounded real to her. Sound real to me too. So where's Big Damone? And what? And I'm starting to wonder, GX, you still here? Why does man do commentary on you every day? No matter how many times he come on the day, Big, do you realize that's why a lot of people don't come here to watch? They get tired of hearing that same shit all the time. I'm telling you what it is. I'm not mad at you. I don't know you like that to be mad. It is what it is, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Okay, you can move your avatar. You can get on avatar if you want to, or I can bring you on like this. So whichever way you want to do it. You want to move your thing? Move it now, because I'm going to bring you on. Are you okay with it? Cool. Okay, let me move this. Say something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you clearly. Yeah, somebody just said that. They said I want to catch you before you come live. I'm still gonna talk about what I was talking about, but I'm gonna put Jackson in the title because I want to come over so I can tell what I just heard. But it sounds real to me.
It's real, Miss Walker. You got my name. They call me ZX, not GX. ZX.
Z-G-G-F-T-V.
Z
Okay, yeah, I'm just
Z.
thinking about the initials, and I've always said GX. I'm thinking about the initial because
Yeah.
you're grown folks, so I'm thinking the word grown, and that's probably where I got the G from.
Yeah, the G is a motorcycle. It's a ZX. ZX.
Oh,
But
it's a motorcycle.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
all right
yeah,
then.
yeah. It's that audio is 100% genuine. And you gotta understand, Vic is a clout chaser. Vic's been clout chasing for 2 years on my channel. If you go to his channel, he's done 500 videos. 500 videos with me in it. He ain't got nothing else to talk about. He works for me. So we let him live. But that audio is real. It's real. And there may be another audio
Mm-hmm.
um because I have the name of the agency. I actually have the name of the temporary agency. Now, if I wanted to be nasty, nasty, I could send that information to all of them in San Antonio, which would basically blackball them. That would blackball them. But I have the
Well,
agency. I have the agency that he works for. That's a
well, I
fact.
know the fact that you called that agency. I know you got it, but and I think he's kind of alluding to also that he's with a different temp company, but he can't be, no chaplain. Don't you reckon follow
No,
you? And that's why I always wondered what happened between you and Vic, if you want to say, for him to do no kind of commentary. Now this is you. And if somebody's talking about you, he happened to pop up anywhere that you've been talked about. That's why I'm thinking, assume he's gonna pop up there, then he might not, because I'm questioning him. Why is he saying that? And it sounds real, and everybody else is thinking it sounds real too. Somebody back here, let me see who else is back there. If that's him, you ain't got no problem, do you?
no. If that's
Huh?
him, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you have him. If that's him, you talk to him. I don't talk to
No,
him.
that's not no, that's not him. Somebody named Natural Lux. That's not him.
I,
What's
I
up?
don't know
What's
who
up,
that.
Natural Lux?
Hey, Miss Bless Walker's beautiful. You know me. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking at the picture. I didn't recognize the picture, but
Natural Lux.
what's up? What you got to say about this? And do
Do
you
I have
believe
my
the
radio?
recording as well?
Do I have my radio up too loud?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm on the road. Um, First of all, you had me cracking up laughing. Please forgive me because I don't know who Vic Damone is, but when you said you get tired of hearing that so and so, you made me die laughing. I almost passed out. But anyway, I just want to say this from the state of Florida. I don't have a dog in this fight either. I hope nobody lost their job. But let me tell you, um, doxing is a misdemeanor at least. Doxing people, I heard y'all talking about a doxing is against the law. And it's at least a misdemeanor. And for some cases, it could be a lot stronger because when you're
Okay,
putting people, because I
natural
heard,
love. Let me jump in that. Let me jump in, real quick and respectfully. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I thought you was coming up and talk about what I was talking about because we all know what the doxing is. So we're not really, and it's against the law. And yes, Jay Wilson, that's a part of what went on. He did get doxed, and he
no,
is acting
y'all
like he's
said
not.
that, no, y'all, I'm saying you all said that he doxes people.
Well, he
He
does,
dox, and that's what I'm saying. As a minister and as an educated person, he should know better because it's against the law. And I'm
right?
from Florida too, not too far. And again, it may sound like I'm being biased against him. I'm not. I'm not too far from where he's from, but I know doxing is against the law. It's at least a misdemeanor because you can jeopardize people's lives or you can cause a lot of mental anguish. You never know. Also, I mean, I know people have done it, and people, because I don't say anything, I know they go on and check my stuff. But listen, I was a volunteer chaplain's assistant, one of them, and just as a volunteer until we moved where we are now. I was there for 10 years, and just to be a volunteer there at the hospital, they did a strenuous background. But because I had a security clearance at the Space Center, it didn't take long. So if they do that to you and you don't get paid, can you imagine as a chaplain what they do when you do get paid? You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
we're on the same page. I just didn't catch you yesterday, but Docs, I caught a little bit of your yesterdays today until I got a notification that you were coming on. But Doxing, and he knows that. Everybody knows that, and especially in Florida. But I'm thinking anywhere else because he's from Florida too. But Doxing is a misdemeanor, and I heard
Okay,
that
let me ask you this though.
CX said that he was doxed.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Now, you
Uh,
just said how they do the background check. Now, to
yeah.
me, if they did an extensive background check, do you think they would have known that he was on YouTube doing opposite of what
No, and I
what the
don't even.
chaplain would do? I mean, if they investigate that hard, and let me answer this one person too while I'm talking. We know he can get sent out to another job to those that are saying that. We're just saying I doubt he's gonna be a chaplain again. He can go to it's a lot of temp agencies. I mean, tons of them everywhere, every state. We know he can get sent out. That's not the case. That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the chaplain and this phone call.
You talking about the
Now I
background
want to know,
check?
did you hear the call, Natural Lux?
Yeah, I heard the man on your panel, CX, grown folks. I heard him say, yeah, I got a piece of it, but then I got a notification you were coming on. And I heard him say something about a chaplain because I didn't really, I'm just trying to catching up. And I heard him say that he was doxxed. He said somebody putting your personal information out there and you don't give them permission to do so. But I do know about doxing, and I do know doxing is illegal. And I
Well,
know it's at
exactly.
least and
But
he
what I'm
said,
asking you is, what I'm asking you, like I'm asking everybody, I just played the call of him, uh, uh, GFTV. I'm not gonna say GX, GFTV.
uh,
The call that he made to the agency where Jay Wilson works, and I was asking everybody, do they think it's real? Because Vic Damone is saying that it's not real, and I was trying
oh
to
yeah,
get people
I
opinion
heard
on that.
that.
So did you hear the call? Huh?
Yes, it sounds really authentic to me. Why would the man lie? It sounds authentic. It doesn't sound chopped up. I do know in today's time because I edit my videos whenever I'm doing them, but I edit and editors make good money. CX would have to be a professional Hollywood editor to make that phone call not be real. It sounded really authentic to me. And I believe what it is. I believe he did call and say that. So I believe this man that's on your panel now.
Yeah.
Miss
So that's
Bless,
yes,
Miss Bless, I can
yes.
get I can give you the phone number and you can call and ask for extension 330. Anybody can
I,
call the extension and directly at the hospital. You got to understand how Vic is. Vic wants controversy because that's his content. If I say right, he's gonna say, no, 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 left, go left, go left. If I say up, he gonna say down. That's just what he does. And you'll learn that over a period of time. It is what
Now,
it is. Now,
now
now,
people are saying, I'm gonna read this up there that you read it while I answer this phone. Let me see, this could be this morning. Hello? Hello? Yeah, who am I speaking to? Oh, hey, Skelly, what's up? Hold on a minute. Just a second. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta let GFTV finish the statement. Go ahead, Jack. I
no,
mean,
what I was gonna say was, I have the temp agency. I have
Mhm.
the temp agency that does the background checks for all of them. And if you
Oh,
right, so what could be done, and I haven't done it. If I do, I'll let you know. But what could be done is he could be blacklisted. Basically, if you send that information to that one agency that does all of the background checks and they have it, anywhere he goes, they will say, oh, no, not that. No, you can't do that. That's being blacklisted. Number two, why didn't they find it? Because he's not online as James Wilcox. He's online as Jay Wilson. So that's the
oh,
throw off. Wilson. His name is James Wilcox. So now they will be looking for James Wilson because I gave that to them. His AKA, that's why he took the videos down. So nobody can come and watch him.
but I had that question in my mind too. That if he did went to another agency, now I don't think he can get sent out as a chaplain, but he could get other jobs. But you're
Yeah,
saying you call the main office over all of these temp services. That's what you're saying.
I'm
Oh wow.
saying that there's one agency that does background checks for that area, Dallas, Houston, it's a large agency. And that's
Wow.
where all of the employers do the background checks. They
Okay.
come through that one agency. So once that one agency gets that information, they're going to attach it to his name. And anything to do now, if he want to go sweep floors, yeah, he can go sweep floors. If he want to drive trucks, but he won't be doing no chaplain. That's a
But
fact.
now, what made you come to the point to where you wanted to call on him? Is it because of the arguments y'all be having or something? I mean, you
Because
know, 'cause
he's a
you would go up on his panel, y'all would always get into it, but I always question why he let you back up there. Good morning, Beef in 313. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Okay, let me move this out the way. I'm okay. Trying to get some
Hey,
answers. I know you hear what's going on here about that call.
yeah.
So
Good.
yeah, I
Good
want I
morning to
glad you have
you.
to comment on that too.
Good morning, everybody on
But
the
let me
panel.
let Skillet. But are you in a hurry? Let me let Skillet, since you hold on the phone, say something real
Okay.
quick.
Yes,
Skillet, why
ma'am.
don't you just grab the link? I know you want to grab a link because you told Deanna to drop the link for you yesterday, so I know you know how to grab links.
No, I wasn't me and Deanna's chat yesterday.
Aren't you Rose Bennett? Well, you had a troll. Well, go ahead though. Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, that lady named Laura, that was the lady.
hey, pull your
Well,
pants
yeah.
up. I see the crack in.
Oh,
Yeah, I see the crack in your ass. I was
wait a minute. And mute so I can hear Skillet. Oh,
I'm
because I
sorry.
couldn't hear Skillet. Okay, now go ahead, Skillet.
Okay, remember when I told you that he worked for an agency?
Yes.
Okay, that was the same voice, that Laura lady, that was the same voice lady who said that he no longer works there. So that call is authentic.
Oh, okay. So what she's saying is, she's agreeing that's the same lady who she called JFTV.
Right.
Yeah. So she's confirming that, which I believed in anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that call was it's real.
Okay, baby. Well, thanks, because I can't really hold on the phone a long time because the people on the panel and Beefy just came up, so I got to speak with the panel people. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, that was the same lady, and that's real.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
Okay, go ahead, Beefy. I don't want to hold you
Hey,
too long. I know
good
you're
morning.
working.
Yeah, just
Good
quickly.
morning.
The call is authentic. That's the real deal. that is actually the job. I mean the actual hospital that was called. Two, if ZX GX, no disrespect, sir, but the motorcycle guy. If Vic Damone, if ZX says the sky is blue, Vic Damone's gonna say it's green. One, Vic Damone is so far up. Jay Wilson's, you know what, or anybody that opposes GX is not even funny. And third, I have a question for ZX, sir. At this point, you have the contact to basically blackball Jay Wilson from working at temp agencies anywhere in San Antonio. At this point, what are the requirements, or what are you asking him to do or not do so you won't pull the trigger and pretty much end his career?
You know what?
I'll drop down and listen. That's okay. Okay.
Huh?
You know what?
I said.
What I would.
I'm sorry.
What I would like to see him do is either be a preacher or don't be a preacher. You can't be both of them. That's my motto.
Hey, I'll drop down and listen to you all. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, he got his question answered. Have a good day too. Enjoy your work day. Thanks for coming up, Troy. So yeah, so he basically saying what I'm asking. So he can be blackballed, so because the main temp service in his area. But now then my next question was, what was the reason why, why was the nail on the coffin, finally the last nail on the coffin for you to come at him like that? Because I would see you go up on his panel, then you guys are always start off good, then you guys would get into it, then you go back to your chat, you do your homophobic thing, and then he'll let you back. So what's going on with that? I'm thinking secretly underneath that, Jay Wilson really like you for real. So what was up with that? What drove you to go ahead and and do it like that? And you're frozen.
Miss Bless,
But if I can hear you, that's fine.
Lady Bless, I'm gonna get down too, so in case anyone else wants to come up, thank you so much.
Okay, baby, thanks for coming up with your input. But yeah, you're right, doxing is illegal.
Yeah.
So thank you for your input. And
All right,
all right. All right. So I think that ZX is froze. So when he come back, he'll come back. But I'm going to see who else this is up here. Let's see who this is. Oh, you on twice. Maybe he's trying to go to another thing. Should I bring you on that other channel? Are you unfrozen? Let me see something. Are you unfrozen? Wait a minute. I think you said bring him on that other channel. Let me do this again. Remove the stream. Now, which one I'm going to keep? Let me see. Add to stream. Add to stream. Okay, let's see. Let me see if you're here. Can you hear me? You might have to drop down and come back, okay?
Okay.
Are you back? When I heard you say, okay, is that you? Well, I guess you're going to drop down and come back. Because then it could be somebody trying to mimic you. I don't know, because these people do some crazy stuff and things and stuff. I want to move my banner. Say something if that's you. Run to me. Okay, let's see something here. Okay, you come back up when you can. So let me read some of the chat while you're doing that. Good morning, church that is supposed to you. Usher, spam, Morgan, sees too much. Rose, you just got off the phone. But she just confirmed it's the same person she called Slappy Saster, Sweetie Pie. Hey, let me say this though real fast. It's hilarious to me, it is. I just realized, fantastic thrill that it's not fantastic thrill, girl. Okay, I thought it was still thrill or something like that. Okay, back. All right. Let me see. Come on, yes. Come I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. If I had to answer Beefin's question clearly, if Jay Wilson was an auto mechanic, would nobody be calling his job? But
Right.
he calls himself a preacher, a clergy, a minister, a chaplain, a bishop. We can't let that go. We can't
Yeah.
let that go. He's
Yeah, that's
supposed to.
that's true. That's true. Go ahead.
If you seen your pastor shooting dice behind the church, you gonna tell everybody Rev back there he got a poker game in the back of the church just because he read. But if you see the auto mechanic at a dice game, you're gonna be like, damn, did you win? But when you have a certain position in life, you got to be held accountable to what that position is. And I wouldn't want that man praying over my daughter, my grandchildren, my mother, me. That ain't fair to them people. Some people take religion very, very seriously. And that ain't no game. You can't be a preacher today and a crook tomorrow. It just don't work like that. And what about the people he hurt? Nobody takes that in. Now he's the victim. He's not a victim.
Well,
Um,
you heard me question that too, because what about everybody else that been doxed over here? You're right. He's not the victim.
and here's the best part. Think about this. Everything that I sent them are his words, not my words. I didn't slander him. I said, you need to look at this. I didn't slander him, lie on him, call him a name, nothing. I said, look at him. That's all. Now, they could have said, oh, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing, and let him go back to work. So I didn't get him fired. He got himself fired. He did it. That's why
But
he hid the video.
and then I don't. Were you the first one that actually called, or you just the first one that actually found the agency
I,
that's over the agencies in that area?
I, they might have got 1,000 phone calls. Now people will say, ZX, you got that man fired. Well, what about the 999 other people? I'm just being a man and saying I called. I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. If I do something to you, I'm gonna tell you I did it.
Yeah.
But one phone call didn't do it. It was hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. It wasn't just one phone call. Them people was tired of phone calls
And that's why
complaining about that.
and that's why I'm saying that he has to know at least 200 or 300 people be in his chat. The same people are probably ones that's been called in as well. Them people don't like you, Jay Wilson. Now you got to call people that do like you, send you some money, but you got to realize that, you know. But I'm glad you came up and let me play that video because I had just got that, it just got that to me before I come live, and because they already seen my title before I come live. I have to mention that because Vic said it wasn't real. And my position is when I saw it yesterday, when I came over there, when you was playing it, I knew it was real then. So I wait for Vic. Vic, you usually, every time you see him somewhere, you jump up. Anytime somebody talk about him, you jump up. Where you at now? I want to know why he would just make up something like that. Because I asked you a question a little earlier. What is it that makes this man stay on you like that? What actually happened in y'all sector a long time ago or whatever? Because he don't let up off of you. And I just want to know what the deal is. Because that's why I'm not the only one saying this either. A lot of people say the reason why they don't be going over there too much because it's always the same thing. It's always you. It's the commentary.
I heard Vic's feelings really bad, Miss Bless. Really bad. To the point, Vic got arrested. Vic got arrested when he was 21 for trying to sell his booty. It's just the truth. And I did it on my show. I put the information out there with his mugshot, with the charges, and he never forgave me. But it's the truth. I don't lie on people. I don't lie. If I do and this is when I have, Next time you see Nikki Pope, ask her, because she did the doxing. She gave me the information, and we didn't pull it off of no Pokio, Spokio. Nikki Pope pulled that information from the county court, where Vic was arrested for loitering for prostitution. There's a difference than solicitation of prostitution. Loitering for prostitution is what they charge hookers for, standing out there trying to sell some. A man that's trying to buy some is called solicitation. Vic was charged with loitering, which means he was out there standing around trying to sell his stuff, and the police told him multiple times, keep it moving, and he didn't move, so he was arrested for loitering for prostitution. He never forgave me for that. That's it.
Somebody got a question for you. They said something about an eviction. You know,
who get it? See, listen, I'm gonna tell you. Let me say this to you, Miss Bless. Now, I don't like to brag. I'm not like Jay Wilson. In the city of Philadelphia, I own four houses here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna say this again for the slow people. If I buy a house for $5,000 and I go to the bank and I take out $35,000 in equity out of the house, and then I say, you know what? I ain't gonna pay it. I ain't gonna pay that $35,000 back. What did I lose? I made $30,000, dummies. Well, but again, this is why people get doxxed, because they want to be all up in your business, and they ignorant, dumb, don't own a house, don't own 2 houses, don't own 3 houses or 4, but they nosy. Ain't no eviction going on in my house. I don't know what they talking about.
Okay, the next question is, did you call his mother on Facebook? I did hear a little bit about some kind of relationship between you and his mother. People in the chat asking questions, so if you don't mind answering, I'm gonna be in the chat.
You talking about Vic now?
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. They say you call his mother.
Vic is a prolific doxer. Vic went onto my Facebook, found my mother, sent her a message on Facebook, and then I went online and found his mother. And then I asked her a question, because Vic's mother, and when you see Vic, ask him, and then I'll play the tape. Vic's mother got on. I ain't gonna see him and ask him though, because But anyway, let me put this out there, and if you ever want to check it, Vic's mother came online and told me she was a bad bitch, and if I ever wanted a picture of her nude, I could pay her $100 for a picture. My mother wouldn't do that. My mother would never.
Hey, Joanna. Come on, move this. I don't think that's Joanna. Keep going.
Yeah, this is me. Good morning.
So.
Oh, okay. So go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
So I don't entertain Vic, and this is 2 years ago. This is why I don't talk about him. When you talk about him, you open the door for him to come click a link and talk about shit from 2 years ago. I've moved on. He's trying to hang on to my coattails. Anywhere I go, he go. He been online for 10 years. 10 years. And he ain't made it yet, because he's a goofy. He goofy. Okay, I think he want me to be his I think he want me to be his daddy or something.
Let me get the next question, because I want to linger on Vic, because the people in the chat asking questions too. So you know that Jay Wilson was putting ZT business out there, right? Saying ZT was wherever he was, OnlyFans or whatever. So the question is, they said that, I guess they're assuming that the same thing Jay Wilson did to ZT is what you did to Vic.
Well,
so I guess that's what they mean.
And that might be the same thing. Only difference is this: I don't bother nobody until you bother me. If you give me respect, I'll give you respect. But these dudes play dirty, and then when I play dirty, then I'm wrong. They always want to be a victim, just like Jay Wilson. They do things, then when things get done back to them, then they whine. And that's what Jay is doing. Jay Wilson is whining.
Okay,
Hey.
but good
Oh,
morning.
well, he's hurt. I know he's hurt. Go ahead, Joanna.
But I've never seen Jay Wilson hit your link. You always hit Jay Wilson's link.
What that got to do with it?
But you bothered him. You was bothering him.
No, I
He
didn't.
wasn't bothering
No,
you.
let me be honest with you.
You was bothering him. He wasn't bothering you.
Ma'am.
No, I'm
gonna tell you.
You just said that you don't bother nobody.
Allow me to tell you. Let me tell you. I don't have a problem answering you. I really don't, because the truth don't change. You know what my problem was when I came over to the beef sector? They told me about this preacher who's a gay man.
I don't want to go on into all that.
But you did. You do. No, you do, because now you want to say you hit his blank. You don't want to talk about the truth.
You said
you don't want to talk about the truth.
That man.
You don't want to talk about the truth then.
That man.
You don't want to talk about the truth.
That man.
You don't want to talk about the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I don't give a damn.
Let her talk though. She's trying to answer you a comment on something. She's
not answering me. She's playing a game of you hit his link. He ain't I don't want to hear that. That's kid shit.
Well,
I'm 56.
You the one brought it up.
I don't play kid game. No, I'm telling you why I hit his link. Because he's a fake preacher. That's why.
That was nothing. You came into
okay. Well, I made it my business. All right, check this out. I made it my business. Now what? Is he gonna come punch me in the mouth?
Shut up. You always trying to fight somebody. Listen.
Okay then. All right then. So Miss Bless, check this out, Miss Bless. I appreciate you. All right. You have a good day, Miss Bless.
Well, thanks for coming up.
I don't play with kids. I don't play with kids. I don't play with idiots.
Listen. All she was trying to question. Cause let me finish. She was saying something about, and I want to know too, because he wouldn't hit your link. He would, and I said that early on that you would come up there all the time, and he didn't like you, and he would kick you off. Then he would let you back. So I'm assuming that's what she means, because he would never come over to you. That's all she's saying.
And I'm trying to explain.
You know exactly
I'm trying. Hey. I'm trying to explain.
Don't hate me.
Okay. Well, then you sit up here and talk to her. You have a good day, Miss Bless.
Thank you. Bye.
I don't deal with idiots.
You're an idiot.
Well,
you're an idiot.
Well, thanks for coming up and
fuck him. Fuck him.
Calling somebody a damn dummy because you took $50,000 out on your house. Talking about you made money. No, that made your mortgage payment go higher. You the fucking dummy. You the dummy.
Good morning, Faith.
Good morning. I was coming up here to call him out on his lie, talking about he don't bother people. I never spoke that man's name or nothing. I got him arguing with Piggy Pearls, and he was ready to dox me. So he's a fucking liar.
Yes, good morning.
But listen, if he sit up here trying to explain to us that he took money out, $50,000 off of his home. I made money, you idiot, you dummy. No, you taking a loan out on your home is making your mortgage payments go higher. You the dummy. That's why you gotta fucking move.
Well, I guess that didn't go too what it did. I got my question answered. I'm waiting on Vic now. Maybe he'll come up here now. But let's
down, Miss Black.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Yaya. Good morning, Joanna.
Good morning, Didi.
I'll wait my turn.
Y'all have to leave. Y'all don't want to. Y'all can step here. We can talk about other stuff too as well. Oh, but you left. Okay, thanks for coming up.
He think that he can call up here and say like people don't own homes. People own homes, and you know that if you take your equity out on your home, your mortgage payment is going up higher, right?
Well, that's true.
Am I correct?
Right. He just admitted that he don't like to pay his bills. That's all he did.
Okay, but he said, if I take this money out, I made money, you dummies. No, that made your mortgage payment go up. That's why you in foreclosure right now, and you the dummy.
Okay, well, listen, I invited him up because I wanted to know about that video. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all.
Joanna, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Joanna, can you hear me?
I hear you, Gigi. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Did you notice how if you take out a loan, you sign a contract and you basically say you're going to pay the loan back?
Yes.
He basically said that he
I'm in
don't
my
pay
second
his
home.
bills.
I know. I've owned 2 homes, so that's and he's talking about
Exactly.
he don't play with kids. What was he doing? Sitting in his driveway in his car to make it look like he was doing something? Because the car wasn't moving.
Oops.
Good morning, Toya
Hi,
Abstract.
hi. I'm gonna make this short and quick, and I'll go back to the chat. So I've known of GX for like the past like 2.5, 3 years. He is not a credible person, y'all.
No,
Please do
he's not.
not. He is not credible. And so I'm really trying. I've been trying to tell people ever since he's came over to this sector that do not take this man seriously. Do not take him for his word. People in the Black sector don't even like him. And when you
Right.
have that many people who do not like you, that says something about your character. The math's there. And the fact that he comes over here, which is a mostly female and LGBTQ friendly spot, with his hatred and the way he talks to us is very disrespectful. And, you know, my thing is this: he came over here to harass people. He's harassed content creators in the beef sector. So for
He's
him to even
harassed
come over here,
everybody up here. You
yes.
don't even have to
So
be general. He's
he's
harassed, he's lied, he's doxed, he's a
But
crook.
y'all, let me say this real quick though. I did invite him up because I wanted to talk about that the video. So I need to clear this up. I didn't, you know, Zach, if you still here, I didn't invite you to get bashed. This is the opinion of everybody else. And they allowed to voice their opinion, and they're gonna keep voicing their opinion. And that's just where, you know, I do it over here, but I'm not trying to bash you. I want you to know that, and I do appreciate you letting me play your thing. Okay, carry on, y'all.
I think it's the fact that, and of course, ma'am, it's totally because it is your platform. My thing is, you know, when people were trying to have a decent conversation with him, like Miss Joanna right here, that's not how you hold a conversation. You didn't even get your question asked, Miss Bless. So what I'm just saying is, it's just very disrespectful, and the fact how disrespectful it is to your platform and the others here says a lot about him and who he is. So I'm going to drop down, and I'll be in the chat. You got,
No,
ladies, have a wonderful day.
Good morning, Toya. Yeah.
Thank you for coming up, Toya. I appreciate your input.
Yeah, the whole point of him trying to come up and call somebody dummies and talk about money he withdrew off his home. Okay, so why was your water off? If it was off, allegedly.
Good morning.
Take that loan out. When did you take that loan out? Because isn't today the day you go to court, or Thursday or something? Someday this week.
What I heard somebody say, well, I see somebody right there earlier in my chat. What court are you guys talking about? Good morning, madam.
Foreclosure.
Oh, so that really is a foreclosure court going on? That's why ODS did ask the question, and I did ask him that question.
While he up here calling people idiots and dummies.
And deflecting.
How many homes he said he owned? How many properties?
It's a whole deflection. It's a whole deflection because he's a doxer. He's a liar. He harasses women. He tries to set people up. He gets money for no talent whatsoever. I think he stole the whole storyline because when Deanna was breaking the story, he was down in her chat and she shooed him away. And then he went live and then he did what he does best, harass. I wish Jazzy was here to explain.
I'm up here to try to I'm not even trying to come up here to defend Jay Wilson. I was coming up here to address him on what he said. You get what I'm saying? Because Jay Wilson did what he did, and I guess karma going, you know, get him.
Well,
Well,
we just
got
talking
him, what
about
have you.
people
But
who
I was
break
just coming up here
laws.
to address him, because
Exactly.
he tried to call people idiots and dummies, like people people don't own homes, or people don't have jobs, or people don't know the law. Like you're an idiot, you hooker.
Yeah, that's what I was really That's just really my issue with him. He is giving you all, some of you who may not know what he does and what his backstory is, as if he's an upstanding citizen and he's looking out for the lady.
So are you from the black sector? You've been knowing him for a while? Because, you know, he's still new to us. So I don't know too much.
No, actually, I know him from coming over and then all the ruckus that it caused. So then, you know, we started going over to see, well, what was going on? What is he all about?
Okay.
And,
well, he's back up to defend himself. Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you hear me?
Good.
Yeah, I can hear you, Miss Bless.
Okay.
Miss Bless.
All right.
Now I'm gonna talk to you, okay? I'm not trying to argue, because I don't do that. I don't tolerate it on my channel. I don't do that. And if this lady or anybody else got an issue, I drop my link. I don't like stalkers that pop up.
Anybody
when
coming
I go,
to your page?
Excuse me. I'm talking to Miss Bless.
Go ahead, I'm listening. And who is Tabby Cat?
I don't know these people. Loopy is another Vic. Wherever I go, she pop up. It is what it is. And for anybody, again,
my name is Deirdre.
Again, wherever I go, she pop up. Now, if you got, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I came up here after you left.
Let him speak.
Here's the deal. I don't do arguing. I don't do it. And if you want an explanation, you got to be willing to listen. You can't tell me my business. You can't. You may want to tell me what you think you know, but you can't tell me my business. And I don't owe you a goddamn thing. I don't owe you an explanation. But if you want to sit around and talk about it, fine. Or do you want to answer? You can talk. I don't care. But if you want to challenge me, you can hit my link or shut up. I'm here for Miss Bless. She invited me here, and that's why I came here to talk about the video. All of that other crap, you got an issue? Hit the link. Other than that, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not here to play with you kids.
And stop saying my
name. You a stalker. You a stalker, lady.
Stop
now
saying
shut
my
up.
name.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop saying my name. Stop referring to me. And my name is Deirdre.
I'm not really reading the back chat, so y'all can start writing back there, because every time I try to read it, I knock myself out. So just say it on the panel if there's something really to be said. Okay.
Well, he's not here for a conversation, so stop calling me names. My name is Deirdre.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah, that's what happened to me. It dropped me off too when I went.
Yeah, I don't really go back to the back chat like that anyway.
But why is he calling people kids? Why is he calling people kids? Like he this fucking 90-year-old man.
Oh, now he left. Exactly. And stop calling me names. My name is Deirdre.
Keep calling people. He don't play with kids.
That's weird what he just said.
It's me, but he gone again. I'm gone.
To say what he
wow. You keep coming after you leave. You want to well, go ahead and ask him. Maybe he'll come back and answer you.
I already told him what my problem was. I said it the last time I came up here. And really and truly, I don't give a fuck about his little dick ass. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on.
Yeah,
ain't nobody asked him to come over here to be our savior.
Let me say this. I muted for a few minutes just then because I had to go up front. So whatever he said while I was gone, just this minute or two, y'all can fill me in, or he can write it in the chat. Because somebody, Coles Rose, said he was just telling women to shut the fuck up. See, I was gone for one quick second. As y'all noticed, I was on mute. Y'all see I was on mute because I had to get up for a minute, so I didn't actually hear that. Okay.
But you missed it. You didn't get to meet the real him. He was trying to act like he's very respectful to women.
Ain't shit respectful about him.
He's disrespectful.
Ain't shit respectful.
Like he feels like, I think he thinks women are to be seen and not heard.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, if that's the case, then he needs to shut the fuck up.
Well, what he's trying to do is tell us where to go, and this is our sector. And when you call people names, when you're on fuck shit, they show up. Don't nobody want to come to your dusty ass channel because we know you on your 5th channel because all your shit gets snatched because you break the YouTube rules and you a clout chasing, lying, doxing, sold drugs, effer. We just telling your truth.
But I will talk to you when they
We
get down.
don't want him here, so I don't understand why he got so much to say about what the fuck goes on over here.
And did you know
him over there, Faith?
Miss Bless, I don't think you were here, but he said that he does not owe anyone an explanation about anything he does. But Jay Wilson owes you one. And I don't even agree with what Jay Wilson did. I think that Jay Wilson is talented, no doubt. He has his core audience, but I think that he should have showed some contrition and he should have begged some people's pardon and then go on and do whatever you're going to do with your show. Okay.
Well, I was just explaining to you, I wasn't bashing it, but y'all got every week right to say something back. But however you write, what's your name, Madam Scorpio? I did invite him up here.
But you invited him up here. That's true, but that didn't mean
because I wanted to hear about your business. Somebody's thing is kind of messing up. I hope it's not me.
That's Faith, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did, y'all. And so I really didn't want him to.
I'm over this.
I didn't invite him over here to get bashed. Are you behind or something, Faith? The base, can you hear me? Because it's like we talking and saying, are you behind or something? Drop down, come back up. Yeah, so but I guess y'all got a right to defend yourself. Because like I said, I did have to move for a quick moment because I had to go up front. So
and
that's not where I was trying to go, though. I didn't want him up here bashing you ladies. I really didn't. So
and
it went both ways.
To ask him some questions because I feel like he's saying that when you asked him about will he stop doing what he's doing if you know there are certain stipulations that Jay Wilson has to abide by, like how does he get to make those rules? And I really believe it doesn't matter what Jay Wilson does. Jay Wilson could be working down at a construction site. He's going to drive down there and try to get a bite.
He's jealous for some reason.
Personal, for some reason, nothing to do with anything else.
He's jealous. He came in. Yeah, for some reason.
We just got so far off the subject, though, because I just wanted everybody's opinion on that because of what Vic Damone said. And that's where I was really trying to go. But, you know, it went the other way. But that's fine. Because this is how my channel is. So it's fine.
Well, he's trying to insert himself. Can I say this? And I'll drop down. May I say this, ladies? And I'll jump down. Thank you, Bless, for having me. Because I got to make this point. We all know the situation. And when you're dealing with someone who's dealt with him one-on-one, and that's why I call him 21 days, because last August, all it took me was 21 days to say, this is demonic. It has nothing to do with Deirdre. It has nothing to do with class culture. I'm backing out. When you back out gracefully, then they come after you and say things like you're stalking me. Ain't nobody stalking you. If Miss Bless allows me up here and we were quiet and we let you say everything you had to say, and Miss Bless ask her guests on her panels, and she's in charge of the panel, to ask you questions, and all we get is yelling, screaming, disrespectful behavior, then you're going to get that work. Like I said before, this is our sector, quoting fingers in the air, because we were here first, because y'all know who we are. And he gets mad because he's trying to insert himself. You don't fit. You called Jay Wilson a pervert. You don't believe in Jesus. And you're over here trying to make money off of lying and doxing, bullying, cyber harassing, and stalking people. That's all I got to say. I'll drop down if you want me to.
Okay, well, thanks for coming up, and you're welcome anytime, Didi, and I respect your opinion.
Okay. I'm back in the chat. Thank you, Miss Bless.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
ladies.
All right. So go
No,
ahead,
no,
no, Jaywana.
yeah,
Go
my
ahead,
whole point
Joanna.
was my whole point was just coming up. I wasn't like coming up to defend Jay Wilson. My whole point was coming up just saying about what he was talking about the housing and calling us idiots, like we don't know, like people don't own homes. And then the other point I came up to say about Jay Wilson never hit his link. He's always hit Jay Wilson's link, and he's talking about he don't bother people unless they bother him. But you was bothering Jay Wilson all this time. You hit Jay Wilson's link.
Well, I asked that question too to him earlier. I did, notice that and tell him that he would always get there. Jay Wilson kick him out and come back. So yeah, and Queen, Naima, who you talking about?
Naima, Queen Naima.
Naima.
She talking about Didi. She talking about Didi.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought it was like two ladies.
Like I was saying, he says he don't bother people until they bother me. Right? Is that the way he said it?
Yeah.
I've never seen Jay Wilson hit his link.
Jay Wilson never hit his link. That's why I did ask that.
Who was bothering who?
Yeah, it's very
My
interesting.
man says he's a believer, and I'm so happy I left. Okay, 21 days. Well, let me quote y'all. Y'all never answered that though to me though. So y'all think that their recording was real as well?
I do.
Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
It's real.
Yeah.
So everybody's basically in agreement about that call.
Yeah, but I think the recording, because I listened to it, and I don't know if you know, he took it down. So I was interested to find out why did he take it down, because I was going to go back and listen, because I'm like, why is Vic saying it's not real? But the recording is him calling the hospital, not the agency.
Mm-hmm.
That was
well, were you here?
Hospital.
Were you here early on when I first came on and played the recording? So I thought that was the temp service he was talking to.
No, it's the hospital.
That's what I heard too. No,
I could have swore that lady said something about the agency. I could have swore she said that.
No, she said whatever they call that little Christian part of the, I'm sorry, wherever the chaplains are, she's the person who answers the phone for that area.
Okay.
And I think Rose was also telling you that's the same lady that she talked to.
Yeah, she did say that. She did.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So overall, the majority of everybody thinks that the call is real, and evidently, and I think it too, because like I said, why would you hide all your videos? And you still over there dragging. I don't think the man know what humility is. It's like he got that a spirit. I don't know what you call that kind of spirit.
It's an evil. It's an evil spirit. It's an evil spirit.
And some people don't know when they got a spirit on them like that. I really don't think he get it for real.
I don't.
No, he don't get it.
I think you need to do some self-reflection, because it can't all be one-sided. It can't be everybody else and everybody else and not you. You contribute to the you know what I'm saying, to the thing. So you need to figure out what you can do different. You can't control other people.
And you're right, Nosy. When I asked yesterday, is it anybody that we can think of that he hasn't went on yet? Only one person said he never went in on
somebody.
Somebody in the chat. Huh?
Somebody in the chat said that the live is still up. They listened to it this morning.
Oh, he must have put it back up. That's why I had it. Oh, I had it. So that's how I had to call. It got sent to me. That's why I played the call, and he said I can play it. People grab everything when you come on here. Everything. So Chip said he's a narcissist. But when you're so deep in the spirit, and that's been a part of your life, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he knows. It's going to have to be something else horrific happen before he can get on, because he still don't understand, because he's right back at the same thing over there dragging W's event again. So, well.
Yeah, because it can't be like everybody's jealous and everybody hates you. You're doing something that all these people had to rise up because they feel like you're doing the most. It's nothing wrong with toning stuff.
And like I said, most of those people that call, because they saying there's over 200 same people be sitting in his chat all the time. But he really think those people like him. Well, his core people really like him. They send him money, but all those people don't like him. So whenever he stopped doing the Thunderdome, then he'll know for sure. If he ever stops, because he need a coin. He ain't gonna stop.
He did a live honey. He did like a telethon last night. He got like $3,000. He kept showing his phone with his Cash App on there. He was like, "Oh, I'm $200 away," and people were steady sending him money. And when he made that 3,000, he ended his life, honey.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, but they his co-workers, he don't really care for the people. He stand alone, but he want their money. But he do have, like I said, a few people, you know, that's really big time supporting him. So they kept sending the money. I mean, I ain't mad at him if he
One
make money.
One lady sent in $500.
Yeah, that's the one. I like her too. That's Madam. She used to be on here all the time. She do a lot of traveling, but she haven't made any lives lately. But so of course they kept sending him money, and they're gonna do that. But that all that dry bagging, showing his bills, playing like he cried, but you can hear it in his voice and see that he has been bothered. All you gotta do is see the big bags in his eyes. But if that's the way you gotta get his money, so be it. I mean, I ain't mad at his money.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him either.
No, like I said, he can come on here and do old nasty thunderdome every day if they want to.
Yeah,
ain't nobody mad
at him. I feel like he could just be doing so much more. He could be like using this as a teaching tool for himself as well as the people who are following him. He could you know, let other people come up there and resolve their issues, which some of that was trying to happen, but he just kept steering it back to himself and the cash apps. It was
Do you think Miss Nosy, that by him having that telethon last night and he did raise $3,000 people and it got some folk in their feeling?
I think it makes people even more upset because it seems like he's like rubbing it in people's faces.
Well, yeah, you know, except his co-workers. But listen, y'all, now, from what I understand, a lot of that was super chats. Who's to know that wasn't super chat, wasn't just for show? The people can take that back anytime. Anytime you get it, that you guarantee to get is when they actually do it in the cash app. So don't count your chickens before it hatch. You know,
I understand what you're saying, Miss Bless, but by him doing that, it got people in their feelings, you know.
Well, they can stay in their feelings. And we're going to move away from Jay Wilson now. We're going to move to another live I saw. Now, because I really, you know, because I went way off than what I was really originally talking about. But that's fine, though. I appreciate everybody coming up and giving their opinion on various things. But I was watching Deanna yesterday, and she was going off on the same lady named Catherine.
Yes.
The same one Lady Nika had to cuss out.
Catherine got in trouble everywhere.
Yeah, and then something about Shelly. Let me get this right. And Vivian was on the phone, and they was supposed to have been talking about Deanna and her husband, but then at one point she said something about on-site. They was all on a three-way, but
I can explain the on-site situation. I can explain that situation. What the on-site situation happened was when Deanna was live, on-site hit her panel, and Deanna had asked on-site to go get Shelly. She was like, "Go get your friend," but on-site came up and wanted to like chop it up and ask questions, and she was like, "No, you're not gonna be up here asking questions. Go get your friend," which she was meaning is Shelly, right? And so people took it as though Deanna was going at on-site, but that ain't the way it happened because Deanna did come back and she came on another live and talked about it. I think it was Demetria's live, and she explained it. She was like, "I wasn't going after her. I was telling her, I gave you one job, you know, go get your friend, but you want to come up here and talk, you know." So people took it wrong.
I think she was going just upset and frustrated.
Yeah, she was
in the moment.
Yeah. Well, she sounded frustrated, and then he gonna Trump mouth making a live about it too, talking about on-site was talked too bad like a child. Well, he basically saying she didn't protect herself. She let Deanna talk to her bad and all that stuff. So you have the haters, you know, making their videos. I'm not for sure what Kwani was saying, but she kind of talked about it too. But Trump mouth, I said, oh, now people trying to say something to get some mess going, keep some mess going. So I'm glad she explained it, and her on-site is cool. So that's another thing to watch. So basically trying to talk about what went on last night and today. I'm trying to get some stuff. Now Pizarro didn't come on.
Huh? Bless, Deanna was able to have a conversation with Catherine on Demetria Lit all day.
Oh.
After that. And it was painful.
Oh, well, do tell.
Yeah, y'all have to go and look at it. But Demetria, you know, she was on her panel with read my book, and it might have been Net. And somebody said go get Catherine. So Deanna came over and Catherine came. And it wasn't, you'll just have to see it for yourself.
So in other words, it went left. Was a lot of arguing and this and that?
Not really. You know, it's a lot of how, if you've seen Catherine trying to explain herself and she didn't mean it the way that it appeared, and that wasn't what she was trying to do. And Deanna, you know, is a no-nonsense person, and she basically just cussed her out.
Well, Catherine is good at that because she got on Ladies Nika's panel, what they call it, back pedal pussy popping.
That's
she
how
was
she
over
was
to
doing
support
with
Jay Wilson. Yeah, you know, you can tell that she was making up, you know, she wasn't being truthful. So I said, now, who is this Catherine? Everybody talking about this Catherine. And I was wondering, is it somebody else that actually be in our chat but got this? This is a troll account. Mitri said, how did Deanna know her and husband were being talked about, and what did Catherine? Well, the way I got it was she was on a no, that's not the call. I don't know why. My mind went to the on-site Shelly.
Okay, I'm gonna drop Miss Blessed and Miss Nosy.
Okay, Joanna.
Okay, thank you, Joanna.
I'll be in the chat.
I'll give you one more piece of something, then I'll drop down. Now, the only part I saw,
I'm almost at an hour and a half, but okay, thank you for coming. But this is what I'm saying. So not that phone call. I don't know. Catherine Powell just popped up out the blue somewhere. Like I said, I don't know who she is.
I think that people were telling Deanna that Catherine and Shelly were in Vivian's live, and I think all three of them were up on the panel and talking in the chat and implicating Deanna for what went on with Jay Wilson. And her problem was, why are you putting my name in it? I didn't do anything. I didn't call anybody's job. And she was really upset about that. So that's when she asked Onsite April to go and get them, to go over there and get them and tell them to come hit her link. And Onsite, I don't think she wanted to do, she said she wanted to kind of remain neutral. So that's where the friction was with them. But yeah, it was brought back to her that they were talking about her like she is the catalyst for everything that is going on. And she didn't.
Okay, now I watched a little Deanna yesterday, like I said, but I thought the call was with Shelly and Viv, or there was a three-way call too at one point with Shelly, Viv. I could have sworn I heard Deanna say that she was there was three-way her and she was listening to Shelly and Onsite, but I don't know how the Catherine came involved in it, is what I'm saying. I don't know where that part come from.
Catherine
why she
was over there in Vivian's live last night, and they were typing in the chat as well as talking up on the panel, and her name came up. But it looks like maybe Queen Naima knows a little bit more about it. I just caught bits and pieces of it.
Okay. No, K Chanel, I'm speaking on, there was supposed to be a call too with Shelly, Viv, and Deanna was supposed to be three-way, was listening or something like that. I don't know about the panel. I'm just not learning about the panel right now from Nosy. You know, I didn't watch Demetri Lit last night, but I will go over there and see that. You dropped down, girl. That was something different. Yeah, that was something different. The call is different from the panel. So I don't know nothing about the panel because I went to Demetri, but I'm going to look at it when I get out here. No, Olivia, we're happy that it, yeah, the Catherine person was on Pastor's Live, right? She sounded like Five a little bit, but isn't she the catalyst? She put the info out working what's going to happen. I guess y'all assuming about that Jay Wilson thing again, because she didn't start that. That was sent to her. I think the phone call conversation was something that happened sometime. That's what I'm saying. You're right, Jill. That apparently that was once a call. So that was new to me as well. When I heard that there was a call, and I think I heard that something happened when Jay Wilson was dragging her as Onsite was there. So it's all mixed up. Just a lot went on. So I'm getting some stuff from y'all too as well. But I know they're gonna work it out. The call was a three-way with an Onsite, Shelly, and Deanna. Okay, so it wasn't Catherine, it was Onsite, Shelly, and Deanna. Shelly said she called Kwani Ja on that call. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, now I know Shelly has something to do with calling Kwani job too. That was a while ago. Yeah, that's old. Okay, so the call was old. So I'm wondering what made that call to come back up. And then where did Catherine come from? Of all places, besides Pastor Jay Wilson. Well, why I keep saying pastor? I'm not gonna say pastor. He's saying it right, pastor, because there ain't no such thing as a pastor. Catherine new to beef sex. I'm assuming so. I always like Catherine Cobb, but seems like she's been in trouble lately. See, and I'm just not hearing of her, Mitri. And blind spot like she must be, like I said. I don't know. Any problem for anyone? Joanna, we don't want any problem. No, we don't. You know, I just hope them two work it out, though. Naomi is the DMX of black sector. She gets on. Okay. All right. I don't know Cole's world. I'm trying to figure that out, too. All I know is Lady Nika had to say some words to her yesterday. Since she doesn't Fox, but she does. You mean Dox? Of course, we all know Shelly Dox. I mean, those of us that's been around for a long time, we know Shelly. You know, you have called a CPS Dox. You had that other lady to call because you knew she was mandated to do that. So you set her up to call a CPS back then. I think it was on Rita. Yeah, Shelly, come on, baby. Everybody went past that. We know the history. And you know, I ain't mad at you because we've been cordial lately, but you know, you be doing stuff like that, girl. But I just want to know why some so old come back up. So Deanna tired of hearing about that mess concerning Josh and all them child support. Oh yeah, they did say something about that too. But that's old as well, Smooth Tennessee. Somebody keep bringing that up. Panel killer and snitch. Somebody keep bringing that old stuff up. I wish Deanna was here. Now, I'm gonna go back to where it originally came on about that clip and the Jay Wilson stuff and how he's still over there doing the same thing and dry bagging and people feeling sorry for him. But what was all that sorrow when everybody else did doxed over there for the last 3 years? Okay, I mean, what is the difference? I mean, everybody damn near been doxed over here. Do y'all really just feel sorry for him or something? Wow. Yeah, and like I say, ain't nobody mad and ain't nobody wanting to lose the job, but it's kind of glad that he, you know, he understanding now. All those people don't like you think they do, and they sit in your chat every day. If she has Mitri, I haven't been paying her no attention like that, you know, as far as her doing whatever it is everybody's saying she's doing lately. And maybe that's why I'm not knowing she is, because she's been on the download then. If that's the case, you know, being quiet or something like that. Shelly didn't want to address it. Bless Deanna was pointing out how Shelly's hands aren't clean. That's why she brought up the old call. Oh, okay. But it must have been a reason, though, like I'm saying, let's get it real. Must have been a reason why Deanna had to bring that call up. Evidently something else happened for her to get on here, have to bring it back up and talk about it. That's all I'm saying, because that is old, and we've been knowing what the kind of stuff Shelly doing. So, you know, what I used to do, I don't know if she still do it a lot, but I just know from what I hear, she's been very, very verbal over there on Pastor's chat, you know. So I don't know if that's part of it or what. Josh, only straight man in the sector, we know these sack chasers going to come for him. Yeah, he is the only straight man that be over here talking. That's true. You know, I like when we have Turbity, you know, he put his input in. He don't really He don't really do a lot of gossiping or rah-rah, but he back his woman up like he's supposed to, if need be. Hey, Rico's cat. He put on some more prayer claws. Wow. But anyway, if you still hear GFTV, if you really had something you want to talk to me about by myself up here, you can do that before I go. I've been on here a while now, which is okay, because I think I don't have anything else planned for today either, just like yesterday. I mean, there's a few things I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to go run and do them that early. I think I'm going to kind of run the YouTube streets first. Because, these past few days, I've been, needing some rest. And I've been having the whole free day yesterday. And I liked it. I think the ZX problem with him. ZX wants to be a pimp on YouTube. She brought up because Shelly was on panels. Okay, so that triggered her when Shelly was over there doing what she's been doing lately. Okay, I got it now. I don't know too much about Vivian. I just know her from Jay Wilson's chat. And Vivian can do a lot of gossiping and saying a lot of stuff herself back there behind the scenes. But do he go over there and support her channel? Thank you, C's too much. Y'all, I hate to ask this because a lot of people don't care. Where's we heard, well, I saw Sir King drop down here the other day trying to be funny, talking about, are you a minister? But I ain't been hearing nothing about him. No, girl, I wish I could. I ain't got no casino or bingo money right now. If y'all want to go, everybody here, how many people left? 339, 333 want to drop the whole girl. Yeah, I'm begging, Jay Wilson. Everybody drop me $1 so I can go to the bingo. So no, I don't got bingo money today. Wish I could, blind spot. I would definitely be at that B-E-I-N-G-O, 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 bingo money. I surely would. Activate. I'm mad he stopped. Miss Bless, I don't think Pastor ever fought with Rick Reed. Oh, really? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about Rick Reed. I got to check on that though. You sure? When Rick Reed first came on, he never said anything about him because he don't go to Rick Reed's channel. Whenever I watch Rick Reed, I never known him to go over there to Rick Reed's channel. Okay. I didn't think about that. So that's 2 then so far. Out of all these, well, how many people we're a very small community over here in the beach sector. What is it, a couple thousand or something? That's 2 people now. There's my Cash App. Lady Dimples. I don't know. I never really was a fan of Kimmy. I went on picked over there that one time. And I'm hoping Lady Dimples is over her. Last I heard of her, she had the COVID. I'm hoping she's okay by now. So I don't know. I hope she's okay. What's the bang today? What is that? Sure, but that's when she should have built a CBS and went live. So I don't know nothing about that. I've been looking for them. I just noticed that Sir King usually drop down to get his commentary and go back and twist everything. That's why I'm asking. But those, and Dimples, like I said, been ill. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything about her. But I hope she's okay. Yeah, he got y'all something else. I used to always tell him that there's people that don't know Christ but really want to know Christ. Why won't you tell them to go find them a Holy Spirit-filled church when you get off of that little sermon that you were doing? But he never really had nothing nice to say about no church, nowhere. So I started thinking that maybe he'd been really hurt in the church or something. And I'm quite sure none of y'all really heard him say anything positive about no church. Anything he ever talked about a church, it was always something negative. And I felt like people that really thought he was a real pastor for real and still think that, they not really getting fed like they're supposed to be fed. The first thing he was talking about is all the bad things that happen in church, which we know things do happen in the church. But no, tell the people, if y'all really want to know Christ, study for yourself, go to a church, listen to the teacher for a few times. If the Spirit hits you and say that's where you're supposed to be there. But no, he kept doing that little sermon every week, and those people weren't getting fed. And then right after that, he come right back with the bull. So yeah, so that's how I used to talk in his comment section like that. And don't get me wrong, y'all, we have become cordial. I ain't mad at him, but I'm in his own words. If it's put out there, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay. And that is who he got in his chat. And that's why that lady Sharon Marie was so hurt, because she really thought he was a pastor. And it took me a while to understand what she was saying, but she just wanted some prayer. What, Lord have mercy. So anyway, I hope you know everybody not in love with him and those same people be in his chat. Yeah, Deidre. He looks at church as a way to make exactly. And that's why I said early on, that was business to him. That wasn't nothing spiritual about him being a chaplain over there. That's business. That wasn't his calling, because if that's his calling, he wouldn't be on here doing what he's doing. He stays saying his mama was a church mother. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, Sharon, yeah, I understood what you meant. You know, you really wanted some prayer. That man ain't spreading the Lord's word. That's why I don't watch him like that. And after this weekend, I'm definitely not going to go over there. But me and somebody else knew he worked in the hospital, but I would have never thought chaplain. So yeah, it was a business situation to him. Wasn't no spirit in that. That's not what hurt you. I see why he like evil psycho bitches. Wait a minute, was anything like she beats Vivian? Oh, okay, Vivian. She bitch Vivian. I see why he like evil psycho bitches. That ain't what hurt me, Miss Bless. Okay, so what hurt you? I thought it was, you know, you wanted a prayer, and you had your prayer cloth and you wanted prayed over. But see, my blessed all people, I trust the blood, I trust the spirit, the God in the person that prayed over my stuff. I see the God in them. So nah, I don't let anybody online pray on nothing to send it to me, because I don't know what kind of prayer they put over that. And I know that the spirits be jumping. No, I'm not doing that. No, well, that's what people think because of the Thunderdome he be doing. But actually, this is the most popular he's been when he started his Thunderdome. So you have to be here for a while to know what I'm saying and to realize why ain't nobody caring about what he's doing right now. Anybody can do that. He's sweeping down people jealous because he's doing the Thunderdome. Thunderdome bring numbers. Everybody ain't trying to get a coin like that, though. Don't nobody care. Everybody is trying to desperate for no coin to have to come over here and say and do all kind of stuff. Ain't nobody that hard up, but I'm not. I'm not. He ain't no chaplain in real life. Because he would be walking that walk, living that life even over here on the YouTube. And that's just the way, that's how I feel. I say, Wilson, you know, I've always had this stance. You know, I ain't saying nothing different than what I've always said. Okay? No. But he still don't get it. And the people that follow him evidently ain't that deep. Now, Vivian, I do believe that's spiritual. I believe that she is. But she do stuff, but not like him. You're right, Jill Comfort Zone. You got to be careful who you let pray for you. You know, yeah, because if you don't see the God in them, don't do that. If you trust the God in them and you can see the God in them, like even on here, I can see who got God in the spirit, y'all. You can feel it when they talking. I do believe that if Whitey was to stop doing what he's doing, I can see him in the spirit as a minister. I mean, people probably understand what I'm saying. I even said a few times, Cookie reminds me of somebody, you know, preach the word and not the kind of word she's preaching now. I see that in her. I really do. And some people can see feelings for themselves and answer to their calling, and some don't that don't know Christ and know that. But you know, but I don't like even talking deep like this. Don't go into it. I don't think a lot of people be understanding what I'm saying. They take it the wrong way and run with it like Sir King did when I said something about a minister, you know. But oh well. Because my channel is not a channel for me to be preaching and talking to God, talk anything like that. My channel is, I describe it as loving hip hop. It's messy, it's fun, it's shady, and all that above. I'm in the beef sector, and that's what I'm doing. So for those that do come over here and look for me to be like that, that's not what I'm giving over here. And that's why I don't understand what some people think I'm supposed to be on here doing that. I don't know, because of my age or whatever, but no, I don't know where to get that from. Because I feel like there's a lot of churches on here. There's a lot of It's the church section. Go over there. Because I'm not doing whatever it is they think I should be doing. Who's wishing death? Voodoo? Let me go back up. Somebody in here wishing death on somebody. Don't do that. I'm not going to go back up. If that's what's going up, just don't do that. Vivian. Voodoo, Vivian, Stinking Jenkins. Somebody was joking the other day and they said, Dovey did lit some candles on the pastor. But that's a joke, though. It's funny, though. But some people really think that for real, though. I believe she can. You got to chill. But that's just what I see. And you know, sometimes you can see good in the people. When you just see, sometimes, I don't know how to explain this, a spiritual eye. It's just some people here I see like that. So, I don't know. It's hard to explain to y'all. It's just some people I see like that. Even the ones in the church sector, I see when you're listening to them, you can sometimes hear the God in them or what feel it in them. And I guess that's what discernment come in at. Miss Bless, Miss Sharon was Vivian. Voodoo, I mean, Miss Sharon, please don't be wishing death over here, baby. Vivian, oh, you said Vivian is a death wisher? Wow. People need to take a hate break. But y'all, I've been on here, oh Lord, I've been on here longer than an hour and a half. It's time for Blessed to get on the good foot. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's time for me to find my music and dance my way up on out of here. Okay? I've been on longer than what I planned, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm gonna get off here now. So if I got another whole free day, because I am spontaneous, you know, I'll come on and do some stuff. So evidently nobody got no last words to say, so I'm gonna get on up out of here. Let me reiterate, GAIF TV. I didn't want this to turn out into a bashing sector. I hope a bashing live. I hope you didn't take it that way. But people over here, you know, always express themselves, and if they don't go too far, that's fine, because it grown, and I like people to express themselves. You know, I don't want to censor nobody over here. And that's just the way it is. People talk their feelings and how they feel, and that's what it was. And thank you for letting me play the video, because that's what I want to talk about. Thank you, Deidre. Cookie had a fuss last night by Tracy. Tracy be coming on through the night. I don't be catching her. Okay, Ms. Watson. Yes, exactly. That's right, Lady Nika. You don't got to be no heathen all day. But like I said, I don't really be trying to go deep like that. You know, I keep it on to the kind of commentary that I do here. And I really didn't get to none of the news stories and talk about it. I might come back on later and talk about that. It's time for me to go make some BREAKFAST breakfast. Nestle's makes it very best. Chocolate. Let me get my music going, y'all. So can y'all start dropping the diamonds at this point? Lord, I've been on here almost an hour and 44 minutes, but I got to go surf the streets to see who's live right now while I'm fixing my BREAKFAST breakfast. Thank you, everybody, for spending your time with me this morning. I got off track of what I really was trying to talk about, but that's okay. Sometimes it be that way, and I ain't have too much anyway. I spent a little bit too much time on the little Jay Wilson stuff, but I don't know what happened to Vic Damone. So I put a name in there because I wanted to know, you know, what's going on with that, you know, and it was a last minute change on my title. I hope I wrote it right, because I always believed that video when I first had it, and it still says the same person. I know people say she's not credible, but I do believe this. You too. Thank everybody for coming. Enjoy your day as well. I was just gonna say, Lady Nikki, you going live, but she already did her live, y'all. If y'all missed her live this morning, go on over there and catch the replay. I'll watch it, but I still gotta go back over there and listen to some parts that may have missed, because I'm making coffee and doing all kind of stuff. So I go watch that replay too. Okay. Wasn't no drag, Jay Wilson. It's my feelings. Just like you voice yours, okay?